All right, good afternoon, everybody. Or close to good evening, actually. Welcome back. I'm right back where we started, or rather where we left off. Let's try that. In Exalting Sanctum. So let's see what we can. What have we been doing here? What were we doing? We just supposedly captured Kafka, and now we're. I don't know. I guess we're kind of just waiting for the questioning to take place. So I guess we're just kind of just have some free time, I guess. So yeah, let's see what we got to do.
Hey, fancy seeing you here.
So yeah, let's find what some of these terms and people are. So what does the Divination Commission do?
You never asked what the Skyfaring Commission does. I suppose not all commissions are created equal. Anyway, if you must know, the Divination Commission is responsible for gathering intelligence, devising strategies, and performing divination.
Trial by fortune telling?
Maybe there's more to it. It's not like I would know. I'm a mere ambassador. Don't worry. Diviner Fu seems confident about getting Kafka to talk. If I were you, I'd just sit back and watch her do her thing.
Will Fu Xuan go back on her word?
Who knows? She tends to make decisions based on the results of her divinations, as opposed to what others might be thinking. If she doesn't want to reveal the Commission's secrets, then you have no choice but to wait.
But it's okay for a wanted fugitive to find out.
The General entrusted the Master Diviner with the interrogation of the fugitive because he has faith in her ability to manage the situation. As one of the 6 charioteers, she is certainly capable. Why do you think Kafka surrendered at the mere sight of her back in Stargazer Navalia?
I don't think that was what was happening. She did say finally, as soon as Fu Chuan showed up. So no, she was waiting for this to happen.
Oh, did you want a tour of Exalting Sanctum? The last time I came here on a star skiff was, well, let me think, about 20 years ago now. I've been on the road for so long that I've started to forget the sights and sounds of the Xianzhou. All I remember is that this is a good place to while away the days. Still, many delves have changed beyond recognition since the arrival of the Stellaron. If you're bored, you could go and find the messenger from the Divination Commission.
Okay.
My dad is an ace pilot. He finished the Gray Skyway in 12 parsecs.
That's amazing. He is adorable, though. What do you have to say, Mr. Yang?
When we confronted Kafka, she seemed certain that Fu Shen would show up.
Okay, good. We got somebody who's paying attention. Yep, I think Elio told her that would happen. She read the script in advance.
The leader of the Stellaron Hunters is called Elio. No one knows who he is or what he looks like. It's said that he has the power to foresee.
I didn't mean to push that button. The leader of the Stellaron Hunters is Elio. No one knows who he is or what he looks like, only that the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation calls him Destiny's Slave. Interesting.
The possibilities. According to Herta, the corporation believes Elio can see the temporal branching of infinite possibilities, which is very much like being able to predict the future. In fact, it may even be superior. If the rumors are true, every seemingly meaningless action taken by the Stellaron Hunters may actually be a choice based on those possibilities. Which would include what they did to you.
Mm-hmm. So Elio is like the Doctor Strange of this universe. Maybe. Whatever. I only care about the present.
That's good, but be careful. Maybe the Stellaron Hunters showing up is a sign that they're trying to change the future. Back to the matter at hand. Kafka.
Yep, all within her expectations.
Yes, it's strange for a fugitive to give themselves up, but a fugitive who can see the future? For her, perhaps that was the way it was always going to be. But is she really as calm as she seems? The future holds almost infinite possibilities, after all. I suspect she has proof that she has nothing to do with the Stellaron crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps something is supposed to transpire during the Divination Commission's interrogation.
That too.
Something that would allow her a window of escape. Why did the Stellaron Hunters go to such lengths to bring us here? What is the future that Destiny's slave sees behind this course of action?
My dad is an ace pilot.
Yep, I'm wondering that too. And March is thinking about food.
The nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Oh, is that a Xianzhou motto or something? First the Skyfaring Commission, now the Divination Commission. They're all so secretive. The General's the only friendly face here.
That might mean you shouldn't trust him.
To admit it, but I'm even starting to miss Sampo. Hold up. I must be losing my mind. Nope. I'll take the Xianzhou over that blue-haired boar any day. We've gone from being chased through every street in Belobog to waiting on every corner in the Xianzhou. Chasing and waiting. Maybe that's what life's all about.
I just think you like to complain. No, I don't want to go on a stroll with her. Oh, I might be forced to. Oh well. When did you become a poet?
I'm not just a pretty face, you know. I've got poetry on standby 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Does the scenery seem familiar to you? Why would we ask that?
Are you wondering if the Xianzhou is my homeworld?
No way. She's not classy enough.
Flashbacks. Please, do I look Xianzhou-ish to you? You must be thinking of Danhan.
Yes. I guess we're going on a stroll.
Good idea. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Clear my head of what?
Oh good, we don't need to. Wait, it's over there? Nothing. They need to put more railings here, I think. This seems very unsafe. Thankfully, I have invisible walls to protect me. Anybody here say anything? Nope. Nope. Okay. Space anchor, thank you.
That's the plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us. Should we look around?
Kind of like a cute little town, I guess. Well, minus that up there. That looks very sophisticated. And yet not. It looks like they have fire escapes there or something. Well, let's look around.
I hope there's no security problem around there.
Stuff to pick up? Nope. Ooh. I think I like this music. People reading.
The Luofu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it
Oh, that's right, I want to check out the shops. Where's the nearest shop? Okay, so that's where we're going. That's where I'm going to avoid. Bookshop, awesome. Oh, March is in the way of the food stall. Vending machine. I'll go back to the food stall really quick. Oh, treasure. Thank you. Invisible wall. Oh. Wait, what was that? Oh, you. Spices Supreme Chef. Hello, guest. Sorry to bother you, but I noticed from your attire that you are an outworld traveler. Do you have any unique ingredients or recipes that you can tell me about? I don't do my own cooking. Nope. I see. Sorry for bothering you then. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Yang Kui, chef and owner of Spices Supreme. The restaurant's not busy right now, so I'm taking a break here in Exalting Sanctum, but it couldn't take my mind off developing new dishes. Spices Supreme isn't far from here. Please visit us if you are interested. Our motto is, to cook for the people. We guarantee our food is inexpensive and tasty. Ah, I've chatted so much with you. Here's something for you to have a taste test. You must come to Spices Supreme to try our dishes if you get a chance. It'll be an experience you'll never forget. Did you give me something? I don't think you did. Investigate. Okay. Coming back. What is this? This just a table? Seems an expensive way to make a table. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I can talk to somebody. Okay. Ah, an esteemed customer visiting Xianzhou from afar. Are you here for a divination today? Shouldn't you be able to tell? Since it's your first time here, allow me to introduce myself. I am the Genius Diviner, formerly of the Divination Commission, now a humble shopkeeper of the Looking Bronze. My name is Rayu. Because UO is ah, so Rayu. Okay, Rayu. Whether you're here seeking fortune or safety, or simply wish to check your horoscope, to find love, or even request a name for a child, I am humbly at your service. I wish to name myself. Wish to know my future. This sounds more interesting. Oh, seeking a name for yourself. That is a rare request indeed. Looking at you, and with a pinch of my fingers, and I've got the perfect name for you. How about noob? Excuse me. That's worse than Eric. That is my name. You don't think your naming lacks a little sophistication? Noob, never want for gulp or slurp. Noob, Luofu's friend, always a perk. If you don't like that, how about a fee to unlock sophisticated names, and seriously sophisticated names? I have services for all needs. You are our lucky 100th customer for the day, so I'll give you an Evil Begone bundle as a favor. This is your lucky trinket for today. Don't lose it now. Do you have anything else you need help with? This guy. I wish to know my future? I see. Please close your eyes and meditate on the question in your mind. You dive into the depths of your mind and meditate on the question in your mind. As the Jade Abacus starts spinning... Who's speaking here? Oh, I think it's my mental image. As the Jade Abacus starts spinning, some kind of invisible barrier separates you from the outside world. In the midst of the sudden tranquility, a blurred yet unmistakable image gradually becomes clear. You are seeing the Xianzhou Kangchang? Even a corner of it is colossal enough to block out all the stars and darken the sky. It is flying at a dazzling speed and then collides into Rahu, Devourer of Worlds. The bearer of this sign is unaware of their predicament and is attempting something that is doomed to fail. As for the question in your mind, this could be a devastating blow for you, and you are destined to suffer this unexpected disaster. Be prepared for the terrible end that fate will throw at you. Well, that's great. What was that achievement I just got? Moment of joy? Get a woe result for the first time in the divination shop. Well, thank you. At least I got 5 stellar jades.
Have you come for a divination today?
Oh, you're a female. Okay, my mistake for your voice. Oh, you're back again? Hold on, I'm reading a book called A Prophecy's Self-Fulfillment. Well, that was boring. It's much more interesting to talk to you. Are you here to determine your luck or just to chat? Whether you're seeking fortune or safety, or simply... You said that already. Let's just ask a few things. Fire away, but I'll have to start charging if it's to do with your future. You said you were once a divination commission diviner. So, you have doubts about my professional proficiency? No fear. I worked there for almost 2 centuries, until I was personally ejected by Master Diviner Fushan. Master Diviner Fushan foresaw that she would remove me from the Divination Commission, so she did. How could someone make a decision based off of something that hadn't happened yet? Anyway, I did leave the commission, but the entire situation was a farce. Even if the Divination Commission didn't want me, I could still run my little old divination paraphernalia shop here. Outworlders who can't get their fortunes at the commission could come to me instead. I have heard that your divinations aren't accurate. Where did I hear that from? Of course they are accurate. Who told you that? Give me their name. Then again, they aren't totally wrong. Many times the line between accuracy and inaccuracy is subjective. Most people just want to know about their fortunes and have some control over their future. In truth, everyone moves in a general direction in the great stream of destiny, but when it comes to actual good or ill luck, that's a hidden current of probability no one can ever fathom. To capture such an intricacy, you'd have to invest massive resources and rely on devices as huge as mountains to calculate that. So, one of the rules in the Divination Commission's 3 don'ts is don't divine personal matters. It's not particularly taboo or anything, just that there are too many variables and does more harm than good. But for me, I've got other ways. I provide clients with the most ambiguous results possible. It's about the limit of accuracy for my tiny shop anyway. For example, I don't even have to pinch my fingers to foretell that you will have a small amount of wealth coming in sometime between this week and this month. Am I right? Of course I am. I see a few game tables here as well. I do business. Divination makes money, and so do games of cards and tiles. There's no conflict of interest. I knew a girl called Chingku. During my time at the Divination Commission. You'll run into her if you come here often. She recreated this game called Celestial Jade from old books. How nice it'd be to play for a few rounds with friends. It lifts my spirits just seeing them play too. If I could earn a living with a games parlor, I wouldn't be doing any divination. Okay. Chingku. Gosh, I wish I knew how to read Chinese. Or pronounce it. Whoever that was, that name sounds familiar. I don't have any other questions. Come back again, esteemed customer. If you're down on your luck, I'll be here to help you turn it around. Okay. You seem unhappy, sir. Did she give you a negative result? Don't worry. It's probably only half true. There's the plaza. Okay. Let's run around here real quick. Oh, who are you? General's younger brother. Really? You look older. Just. This young lad is dressed to the nines and looking fantastic. Sorry, I haven't even introduced myself yet. My name's Jin Fang, and I'm the younger brother of General Jing Yuan from the Luofu. I don't really get up to much, but I love making acquaintance with elites like yourself. I can see you have exceptional attitude there, young lad. I can see you're the kind of person who helps the needy, just like me. I never thought I'd meet such an honorable soul here in the Exalting Sanctum. This is simply a gift from the gods. Chance encounters are far better than planned ones. I, Jing Fang, would like to invite you, my lad, to the Sleepless Earl over on Starwatcher Avenue. I'll even cover 20% of the bill. No, how about I chip in 30% of the bill? That should be enough good faith, right? Is he flirting with me? Is this how Xianzhou people try to flirt? Oh, I'm not flirting. This is just making friends between like-minded people. Ha, I get it. A young lad should be wary of a stranger like me. But I'm the dear brother of a famed general, so there's no way I could ever trick you. If you don't believe me, ask around the Exalting Sanctum about me. Everyone knows the name Jing Fang around these parts. Then I'll go ask the Seed of Divine Foresight then. That sounds impressive. Sure, a simple Seed of Divine Foresight might not have heard of... A simple Seed of Divine Foresight may not have heard of my mighty reputation. Seed of Divine Foresight. Seed of Divine Foresight? You're not the ones who's been running around with the Cloud Knights, locking up crooks, right? Pardon me, I'm the one who didn't realize how famous you are. All that stuff I was saying about generals and brothers, I've been feeling dizzy and was just spouting nonsense. Please, sir, have mercy on my soul. Then let me ask you this. Yes? Who exactly are you? Since you asked, I'll level with you. My real name's actually Jing Yuan, and I'm not from any famous family or anything. Nope, I'm just a normal Xianzhou citizen. In our local tongue, Yuan and Juan sounds kind of similar, so people always joke that I was related to General Jing Yuan. A light bulb went off in my head, and I thought that this might be a good way to scrounge a few credits out of people. Unfortunately, after running a few scams, all the shopkeepers had me figured out. I ended up changing my name from Jing Juan to Jing Fang, so I can keep on spinning the side hustle. Keep on spinning the side hustle? Think about it. Xianzhou people live for so long. How could they possibly remember some little punk that they bumped into just once in their life? By changing my name, I could run the same hustle all over again. And keep on spinning my side hustle. It's just a shame that all the credit I built up around this name is about to be completely overdrawn. I have to figure out what to do next. Do you only rely on swindling people to make a living? You might call it swindling, but that's like just your opinion, man. I like to call myself a forager. Put simply, it's a person who visits all kind of restaurants, large and small, to put together reviews for others' perusal. However, there's too many people doing this on Xianzhou now, so if you want to stand out from the crowd, you have to do something else. And the easiest way to do that is to create a different brand for yourself. Think about it. Is there anyone that could possibly be more intimidating than the family member of the Luofu's greatest general? Well, that's what I came up with in any case. Anyway, that's it. I'm just getting myself fed, and the shopkeepers get free advertising out of me. Alas, some of these guys even accuse me of dining and dashing. If you ask me, these are the real scoundrels. Then why did you try and trick me? Oh, all the shopkeepers know me now. I couldn't help it, so I had to find some new marks. I don't have any more questions. Off you go then. I won't bug you any longer. I feel like we should arrest this guy or something. Oh, it's so pretty. Amenable attaboy? Are you okay, sir? Looking at the rags you're wearing, I can tell you're not a Xianzhou native. Well, thank you so much. But I think I'm more fashionable than you at the moment. I get it. You must be an outworlder. Are you in any trouble? Just tell me and I'll help you get things sorted. Is this how you talk to people you just met for the first time? Is something wrong? This is how I speak at home. I've never gotten a reaction like yours. You're just helping me clock some hours for my job. Never mind, then. I can't deal with your attitude. You're the one with the attitude. You won't even help me out with a favor. Here in Xianzhou, we have to take a series of examinations in order to qualify for our rite of passage. The community service program that I'm volunteering for is part of this examination. If I don't clock enough effective on-the-job hours, then I won't be considered an adult. Do you get it? Alright, fine. I gotta stop wasting time. I still have an examination to pass. If you're not gonna help me, then get out of my way. I have a few questions for you. Fine, go on. How old are you? I'm gonna guess 120. Okay, I was wrong. 249 years old. So what, haven't you ever met a kid this old before? Who's picking on you? Calm down. You know I haven't passed my rite of passage examination yet you still ask for my age. Isn't that the definition of picking on me? Or if that isn't the definition of picking on me, then what is? Oh, I think I get it. You're in cahoots with those guys at the Realm Keeping Commission. Just sticking their noses in my business all day, making things tough for me. I can have and do anything I want at home, so why should it be any different when I'm at the Realm Keeping Commission? Why can't I be an adult without passing the requirements? Who gave you the rights? I wish my parents worked at the Realm Keeping Commission, then I wouldn't have to deal with all these time wasters. When I say that out loud, my parents have really let me down here. They can't even do this one simple thing for me. Useless. Somebody's entitled. How do the Xianzhou people usually qualify for their rite of passage? I'm not sure about the details. My parents have been handling that part for me so far. If you really must know, hit up the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery and ask around for yourself. Aren't you even the slightest bit concerned about such an important occasion? What kind of question is this? My parents already have taken care of it, so why should I have to be concerned about it? So you plan on relying on your parents for the rest of your life? Nah, that's the first one. Adults have to take responsibility for themselves. Enough with the life lessons. My ears are getting callous just from all the life lessons thrown at me. Besides, only adults have to take a responsibility for themselves. I'm not an adult yet, remember? We Xianzhou people, we don't grow old. And anyway, my parents are willing to take care of me for the rest of my life, so I'll just let them. What's more, this way, I don't even have to think about all those trivial, mundane things that happen in life. My parents will be happy, and I'll be relieved too. It's great, right? Alright, do you have any other questions? Hurry up and ask, I still have hours to clock. That's it for now. Nothing else? Fine, see ya. What are you doing over here? Yep, that's one entitled Rich Kid. Let's see. Vending machine, grocery stand. Yeah, I think we'll circle up this way, look for treasure and collectibles. Here's some. Ooh, Kong the Inventor. Excuse me while I steal your former dinner companion's stuff. Artisanship Commission. So the Xianzhou people create excessively extravagantly decorated ordinary objects. Hmm. Interesting. Like willow leaves moving at a speed of knots. Super duper lovely you lots. What? Autumn winds and moon rises on buildings glow. Love can also move as slow. Writing poetry is so easy. Why doesn't she like me? What am I missing? I wouldn't like you either. It's pure emotion. Can't you hear that? I feel like I'm on equal grounds with the 7 sacred poets of Shengzhou. Ah, forget it. I'm not arguing with you. To be honest, I don't even really get what's so good about poetry, and can't really tell what's good poetry. You, however, seem to have unique insights into poetry. Tell me, other people pour out their love and emotion, and I'm here writing out my true feelings too. What am I doing wrong? I think it's missing the sense of culture and taste. Culture? Taste? What's that? Don't just invent new words to trick me. Oh dear, you need a dictionary, dude. Maybe you aren't tricking me. You're right, I'm lacking in culture and taste. Anyway, do you need anything? What can you tell me? Alright, it's not like I have any inspiration, is it? Is it? What are you after? Is it about artifacts technology? Sure, what's that? You know artifacts technology? Yeah, I'm an artisan at the Artisanship Commission, and I'm kind of a big deal. My boss loves me and he said, Kong, if you just work on your EQ a little, you'll be a master artisan in another 100 years. But honestly, I hate hearing that. In this day and era, why are there still stereotyped notions that engineers have high IQ and low EQ? Ugh, but that's all a load of bull. If only my poetry were half as good as my artifact skills, I wouldn't be so anxious right now. Oh, poor guy. Artifact skills can also be used to write poetry? To tell you the truth, that's what I think too. I'm trying to find a way to do just that. Okay, good luck. We'll have the first AI writing poetry bot in Xianzhou. Why are you so obsessed with writing poetry? Well, for a girl, obviously. Well, it's not for her. I don't really know you, so I don't want to say too much. Anyway, I like this girl. But she doesn't like guys like me. The guys she likes use strange melodies to string together all these strange words, and they just recite them all from memory. In short, this girl loves poets. However, as you can see, I'm slightly lacking when it comes to the poetry department. Oh, poor guy. Have you tried other forms of literature? Yeah, I tried some Shenzhou sonnets. What do you think about this one? Emerald mounts hold a love fledgling, but I'm here way more handsome than Yang King. So annoying, yet you make my heart sing, you pretty thing. I feel like sonnets allow me to express myself more freely and produce a more polished result than poetry. What do you think? I feel this word, Yang King, seems a little abrupt. You have such a bad understanding of poetry and you're trying to appraise poems? I mention Yang King here as a literary device. I'm saying here that I'm even more handsome, dashing, and graceful than the genius fighter. I think writing poetry requires some training. I know what you mean. This is just the same as developing new artifacts tech. Poetry has its rules and techniques. As long as I can solve these problems, then I'll have achieved that level of training. The rules refer to the special rhythm upon which Xianzhou poetry relies. As long as all the different permutations that conform to the rhythm can be exhaustively listed out, then we can define the limits of this rule. These rules are a piece of cake, and it's the techniques that are particularly hard. But no matter who I ask, they always come back to me with, "You can't talk about technique with poetry. That's not romantic." But can't technology be romantic too? I think so. For example, on the staff the goldsmith waves large profit opies, while white paper flies stages to rescue the goose. What? This is the most humanistic verse I've strung together out of the automated word combination logarithms. I don't understand what it's trying to say, but can't you sense the elegance of technology here? As for artisans at the Artisanship Commission, failure is a required step on the road to success. I'll try some other things out once I'm prepared. I have to keep trying to write poetry on my own until I come up with a better way. Writing poems sure is difficult. I think you could make technology romantic, but not that way. I have nothing else to ask. So long. Catch you later. Okay, poor guy. Poor girl. She's gonna have to be very patient with him. Ooh, what's over here? Divine foresight. Oh, this is probably where we go. Whoa! There's that big tree. Why is it smoking? That is a big tree. Whoa, is this whole area around this big, like, tree well, that would make sense. The Exalting Sanctum, I guess. Nope, can't go through here. It was probably just going to tell me that I can't go through here. Nope, treasure. There we go. Let's see. Oh, you guys are wearing interesting clothes. A uniform of some kind? Space anchor activated. Oh, hello, space anchor. Treasure.
You look green.
Oh, another aspiring poet. Good luck, sir. Why are there not more railings? I mean, I guess I could just fall into the tree there, but that's not safe either. Dangshu. Quite a view.
On the eastern horizon, the arbor stands tall, the candle dragon down below. One day, I'll see that view for myself. Hello! Are you here for a bit of exalting Sanctum scenery too?
Sure. That's right.
In that case, would you mind describing it to me?
You mean you can't see it yourself?
Precisely. I've been without sight since the day I was born.
Oh. This is a very dangerous place for you, lady.
My other senses make up for that fact to some extent. They're as strong as anyone else's. I can hear the sounds of people on the wind, smell the moisture from the rain clouds of the Artisanship Commission, feel the delicate texture of the Yule flower's petals. All I lack is a window on the world. I've been here many times in my life, but the scenery can never fully reveal itself to me. That's why I'd love you to describe it to me.
What? No! Just... What are you doing? Talk to her! This poor woman.
Sorry to bother you.
Why? No! Just... oh my goodness, that's not a hard thing to do. Sure, it's probably not be terribly poetic, but I don't think she's asking for poetics here. Oh, I feel awful. Oh, game, why? Why didn't you give me the option to just say something to her? Instead, we made it feel like she was bothering us or something. Oh, I hate it. What do we got here? People. Excuse me while I just kind of stand next to your little gathering here.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile in the pool.
Okay, so it's a game table, but why does it need to float? Actually, I guess I've already answered that. They like to make things obsessively extravagant and complicated here, apparently. Xianzhou Jade Abacus. What exactly is this matrix of prescience, prescience, ultima? It's nothing special, to be honest, just a countless jade abaci linked together to form a matrix. The jade abacus is a type of crystal computer. Interesting. Wait, so all the jade jewelry here is actually like mini computers? These jade abaci that are all in the form of jewelry have a powerful level of performance that is on par with any other commonly available personal computer. So in each jade abacus, there are lines similar to semiconductor chips called carving. They contain executable programs. I have seen many liquid-based and even gas-based computers that simply lack the structure that computers are supposed to have, but they are capable of performing powerful computations at scale because liquids and gases have a relatively flexible molecular structure, meaning they can be transcoded in any way by design. I haven't discovered any similar physical properties in the structure of this jade ore. It's as if this jade was just a dumb rock that has suddenly been transformed into something heavenly by the forces of nature. The jade abacus is a certain type of quantum communication component. There's a force that exists among the tens of millions of jade abaci throughout the Xianzhou Alliance. The question is, what is supplying the computing power to all these jade abaci with? This person believes that Xianzhou utilizes jade abaci to directly link people together. They use this kind of method to observe all of Xianzhou and record every creation. They can even calculate every moment in history. The jade abacus is a kind of bio-quantum computer. Well, he might just be nuts, but that's an interesting theory. Butterfly Emergia's director and producer. If everyone thought like you did, the art of Butterfly Emergia would be wiped out. If Master Z Run had listened to these so-called business interests back then, the bridge to Grandma's home would never have even been released. Ha! Then you can take your artistic dreams and your bridge and jump off it into a lake. Who do you think I said this to cause you pain? Do you think I said this to cause you pain? Why can't we all make a little money together? Why have you got to be so pig-headed? But Art cannot be measured by commercial impact alone. Why would you try to make a living in this industry if you have no respect for art at all? You guys wait here. I'll go find the Realm Keeping Commission. No. Please don't bother the Realm Keeping Commission with this whole tiff of ours. Woo-hee, calm down. Let's not put on a show for people. I'm arguing with you out of creative license. Right. Let me explain to the boy here. We're Butterfly Immersia Creatives. She's Nanji, the producer, and I'm the director, Woo-hee. Let's stop there for you to get calmed down. Sorry to make you laugh. Have you got anything you'd like to say? Just a casual chat. Is it possible you've got a fan here? Alright, keep talking, Wu-hei. What's Butterfly Immersia all about? Butterfly Immersia is a unique art form found in Xianzhou. It combines ancient Foxian illusions with modern artifacts tech to create an incredibly real dreamland that completely immerses the audience right in the middle of the scene. That sounds pretty awesome. Actually, it's just all virtual reality tech. How can Butterfly Immersia be the same as VR? Its core revolves around a base of Foxian magic. It fully engrosses the five senses and blurs reality with illusion, creating a purely artistic time and space, the alternation of the subjective with the objective. So what exactly is the difference then? The exact difference is that this is culture. This is art. It's art, you know? There's not really much difference. It's basically just VR. So what do you guys do for a living? We're affiliates of El Schultzia Fantasy Entertainment, the greatest Butterfly Immersia production studio in all of Xianzhou. I'm the producer, and he's the director. Oops, flipped the voices there. The largest production studio? The IPC has poured vast quantities of capital into the genre, creating their own interastral peace entertainment subsidiary. El Schultzia's Fantasy Entertainment is done for. It's over. Sorry, he gets a bit emotional sometimes. Interastral Peace Entertainment is just trying to test out a new kind of homegrown entertainment format called empathetic immersia, which is different from our traditional performing art. Empathetic immersia will provide a dream world with multiple different story directions. Video games? Pretty much. It's trivial pep. It's a pity that our director Wu-hee is such a snob, saying that empathetic immersia is not a legitimate art form. Empathetic immersia cannot be an art form, because it lacks a true artist in its ranks. If I were contracted to do some empathetic immersia instead of those suits at the company dilly-dallying, then maybe it could have become a true art form. So let me get this straight. Now, empathetic immersia is a legitimate art form again? I'm just worried that perhaps there'll come a day when people won't remember that Butterfly Immersia is actually a cultural relic of Xianzhou Foxians, but instead just think it's this product invented by the IPC. I can't help but shudder when I contemplate such a future. So, what are your next plans for the future then? Next, keep on convincing Wu-hee to shoot a few immersia scenes so that we don't starve to death. We're not starving to death. Don't be so short-sighted. I have to give some serious consideration as to whether or not I decide to get into this empathetic immersia thing. I know you're angry, but it's not necessarily taking things in a different direction. In my opinion, our company is too small-scale. Butterfly Immersia has a constant stream of new content being released, and shouldn't stop at just entertainment. Their technology is already capable of creating a large-scale VR community, rather than just some video game. What do you mean? If it were me, I'd be hungry to create a Butterfly Immersia in which billions of Xianzhou people would love to live. You producers. Besides money and favors, what else would you know about the ways of the world? I'm telling you, have you ever considered that something like this already exists out there in the cosmos? Like on a planet called Punk Lord? Of course I know. But Punk Lord hasn't validated a profitable business model yet. Ha! Because there, it's free to access the metafield. Okay, I feel like we're getting something interesting, then you just chopped off there. But okay. For anyone who doesn't know, Punk Lord, despite the kind of weird sounding name, is I think a kind of virtual planet where hackers live, or quote live. Silverwolf was from Punk Lord, but I'm still not entirely clear whether Punk Lord is an actual physical place or purely just a virtual or digital space. Maybe I'll find out someday. I won't bother you two. I've got nothing else to say. Okay, well, if you ever get the chance, you simply have to experience butterfly immersion at least once. Oh, we got something. Robe Brethren. Butterfly immersion. Okay, so some sort of criminal syndicate. Cultural symbol. Teens mimic these gangs or criminals. Is Yang King or Yao King supposed to be similar to Yankee in Japanese? That'd be interesting. Okay. Very pretty sky.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Okay. But after playing a few hands with them, I've come to believe in them. Okay. Why didn't he come by today? Unless he's been transferred to another jurisdiction. Surely there's plenty more fish in the sea. Why carry the torch? Bah, what an absolute mess. There's something strange going on between the orderly and me, so don't get the wrong idea. It's just, I haven't had a chance to see him for a long time, and I can't help but feel a bit lonely. Without him, my career, my entire future feels empty. Aw. If things keep on like this, what's the point of me showing up to work again? But then again, if I don't show up, I'll be cut off from him entirely, and I'm afraid that I'll never get the chance to see him again. I'm so anxious. Oh, poor guy. Go ahead. It's just I'm a little distracted with matters of the heart, so I might take a moment to answer. What do you do for a living? I'm just a lowly merchant who usually wanders the streets of Exalting Sanctum, hawking my goods. Sometimes I'll sit down if I find a busy place and sell from there. We're all self-employed in this line of work, and I don't make much at all, just enough to eat. There's no fixed daily income, and we're always squabbling with the realm-keeping commission for this and that. It's a tough life. Have you considered changing jobs? Everyone always asks me that. But you also have to understand that a job isn't something I have the luxury of changing. The climate in the Xianzhou Delves is great all year round, so there's no need to worry about the environment impacting business. But if you could find a stable and reliable job, then who'd want to risk doing this kind of work forever? So it's not that I haven't thought about changing industry one day. I'm just not smart enough to be able to get a good job. That's why I'm a merchant. Oh, this poor guy. But after all these centuries, I actually think it's fun to be a merchant. Matching wits against the Realm Keeping Commission like this. Not just anyone can do this job, you know. So what exactly is going on between you and him then? Sounds like they're friends. There's an old saying aboard Xianzhou, a match in ability is a match made in heaven. I've been pitting my wits and courage against this orderly for over 2 centuries, but we've never been able to determine who the winner is. Growing to appreciate one another is nothing short of inevitable. What does orderly mean? Hey Google, define orderly.
Here's the definition of orderly: neatly and methodically arranged.
No, as a noun. An attendant in a hospital responsible for non-medical care? I don't think that's what he's referring to. So what's the name of this young orderly then? I think his name is Guangda. You think? You've been doing this for 200 years and you haven't even, learned each other's names? Actually, he never used to work in this jurisdiction. He was He was transferred over for some reason about 200 years ago, and that's when our fates became entwined. The first time I laid eyes on him, I knew that this was no ordinary orderly. He really is one of a kind. All the other orderlies basically turn a blind eye to me, but he's different. He always looks so casual, as if he didn't care about his job in the slightest. Be that as it may, when he saw me, he suddenly spared no effort in getting me back to the Realm Keeping Commission. I get it. He's a natural predator, a natural fighter. All this inspired me to grow competitive. I vowed to Rainbow Arbiter that I would definitely be the winner in this little cat-and-mouse game of his. I never thought this game would last 200 years. We've been going at it the whole time, but we both enjoyed it. We both knew that we had a special connection with each other. But it's a real pity. I haven't seen him the last few days. Where could he have gotten to? Don't tell me he found a better rival than me. I'm so sad. Oh, poor guy. Guangda, oh Guangda, when will we be able to duke it out once again? Though, if it's not a friendship they have, that's I guess a competitive rivalry. Okay.
I'm at my wit's end here.
What are you selling? Oh, these are... Why do you only have 5 of these? Tier 3 synthesis material. That seems worth investing in. And I do have almost 2 million credits, so this won't hurt. This was useful for something, I remember, in crafting. I'll get like 20 of them. Here we go. Okay, well, good luck to you, dude. Hope you find a friend, or rival, or whatever he is. What's down here? How strange. It looks so much prettier if there was like trees, or there's a tree, like leaves up there. Now it's just like smoking. It reminds me of I can't think of the name. I can't think of it. In Final Fantasy XIV, though, in the Heavensward expansion, there's this like insectoid beast tribe. The Nath, I think, the Nath, and yeah, they create this like tree-like structures that kind of emit gas like that, which kind of marks their territory and also like keeps dragons away from attacking them because they hate the scent. Kind of reminds me of that.
Need to extract and clean and star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Those are rooms up there. They look really small. I'm probably overthinking things, though. Hello, Kangtu. Excuse me, I've just met you. Just seeing you makes my head ache. Sorry, don't blame me for being so blunt. I'm a healer and your symptoms are clear as day. My initial diagnosis is that your time is quickly running out. Really? This isn't the hubris of yet another long-life species, but even by short-life species standards, you've already got one foot in the grave. Are you just trying to get me to, like, buy your medicine? Is it really that serious? It really is that serious. You should trust me. However, I've also got some good news to tell you. You're lucky to have met me, because it's not too late. You can still have a long life. 100, 200, even 1,000 years. There is hope for you. You just have to make a purchase of longevity supplements from NutriTreasures, and you can live forever, just like us Xianzhou people. Everyone who uses this loves it. What do you say? You want to learn more? I think you're an excellent salesman, but no. That's just suspicious. I don't have any NutriTreasures products on me right now, but you can ask anything you want. Famous products like the amnesic meditation therapy device are so reliable that you can buy them with your own eyes closed? You can buy them with your eyes closed. Okay. What's an amnesic meditation therapy device? You must have heard about how the Xianzhou people suffer from the curse of Mara, but very few people know that there's actually a cure for it. The Ten Lords Commission would never admit it, so it's up to people like me to spread the word. The root cause behind Mara struck is the excessive collection of meaningless memories. Hatred, hurt, and irascibility are all unnecessary memories and emotions and are the main culprit of becoming Mara struck. I wonder if that's true. That's fascinating. With this amnesic meditation therapy device, you can forget all of those excessive negative emotions and liberate your soul from all these burdens. You too can achieve the goal of living out a long life. But I don't have any symptoms of being Mara-struck. You may not be Mara-struck, but everyday worries definitely plague you. Our products are designed for use throughout the whole cosmos, and anyone can use them. Are you sure there's no tricks involved here at all? Please don't say that. We never engage in sham advertising. We hire testing officers to conduct rigorous product testing before we launch anything. 200 years after testing our product, they're still going strong and in great spirits. Don't delay. Aren't you outworlders all coming to the Xianzhou Luofu with the express purpose of extending your life? Aren't they all long-lived life species anyway? Do you enjoy calling people out? Yes, sometimes. What if they are? Only long-life species can really understand longevity. After using the product, our testing officers have all claimed to feel like they could live 200 extra years. That's real qualitative data, and if you don't believe me, just go ask them. Alright, you better get back to your business then. I'll be here if you should ever need me to help you place an order. Amnesic meditation therapy. Over the age of 800 will suffer from being Mara-struck. Yep, this is good ways to scare people to buy stuff. This sounds like such a real advertisement. Dr. King, too, is 3,176 years old, but is still agile of mind and open to new ideas. All you need to do is forget stuff. Dr. King 2 has launched a limited time pre-order pack. You can have the opportunity to experience the extraordinary effects of amnesic meditation therapy device before it makes it into thousands of Xianzhou households. Oh boy.
It's a good thing you met me now. It's still not too late.
Ooh, I like your voice. So, what are you selling? Oh, you really are selling rejuvenation pellets. Upon use, immediately recover 2 tech points for the team. I can craft that easily, but the fact that you only have 1 makes me want to buy it. Well, we'll see if that is useful for anything. Is somebody playing a recorder? That was weird. Oh, did I reach a dead end again? I did. Okay.
Need your extractor cleaned and your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
You'd be a tool to miss
Oh, vending machines. Okay. Now we'll go this way.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
I heard your fur baby got lost? What is a fur baby? That concerns me. Oops. Down the stairs. Yeah, let's go this way. What is that? Barumbrella mushroom. Dots. Dots. Hello. Okay, can speak. Okay, that's interesting. Could you please move over a tad? Well, obviously it's talking, but why does it want me to move? Because I'm a sunbathing mushroom. You seem to be in a terrible location, then. Unless you're talking about that thing. But you blocked off the light. Do you also think mushrooms shouldn't sunbathe? Oh, I'm so sad. Yeah, I don't even know what to think, so sorry, I didn't mean to offend. That's alright. Nobody cares about how a mushroom feels. People say I'm an Artisanship Commission Civil Maintenance Unit Type A. But I'm a mushroom. Oh, now I feel even sadder. I am very curious. I'll tell you everything I know, even though I'm just a mushroom. Yeah, what the heck are you? Can you reiterate that again? I'd call myself a mushroom. What would you say I am? Could you actually be a robot? Possible. Maybe I'm a robot mushroom. Then wouldn't that mean I'm not pure-blooded? Oh, I'm so sad. I think you're a depressed mushroom. Why are you here? Because I'm a failure of a mushroom. Oh. How did you fail? Do you also think mushrooms shouldn't fail? I'm used to it. Actually, I used to have a master. He was a skilled craftsman at the Artisanship Commission. My master wants me to help him write poetry. I said, but I'm just a mushroom. Sadness overwhelms me. You've learned how to give quick answers. Oh, I'm so sad. Wait, what if we answer differently there? Okay. How did you fail? Isn't that poetry? What is poetry? I don't understand the first thing about it. Because I'm a mushroom. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, this is like the Eeyore mushroom. Or whatever it is, because he clearly doesn't look like a mushroom. Last time, how did you fail? And so you failed. Yes. I'm just a mushroom who can't write poems. Oh, I'm so sad. What if I say, but you're a mushroom? Do you also think mushrooms shouldn't... Oh. Okay, well... May your path be filled with many mushrooms. Bye. This is quite possibly one of the most random encounters in this game so far, and I've had some very random ones. I have so many questions and thoughts about this little bar umbrella mushroom. I feel very sad for it. Good luck to you, sir. Whatever you are. Treasure chest. There we go. There's a little store that I can't buy from. That bugs me. Okay. And around the corner, ooh, a bookstore. Yin-Chu, shopkeeping kid. Oh, she looks so precious. She has to stand in a little seat. Let's talk to you and then we'll steal that paper over there. Dots. This is a bookstore. If you want to read or pick out a book, just go in and browse around. Call me when you want to pay. Boss, you could be a little more enthusiastic. Dots. Bookstores are for selling books. Besides, I'm not the boss here. I just help with running a few chores. I'm not in charge of sales here. But then again, the boss here doesn't really give a darn about business at all. Here, this is a collection of short supernatural stories he's written called Otherworldly Delights. Oh, we've heard of that. I'm a relative of the owner. He likes listening to other people's conversations, saying that they're good inspiration as an author. Wasn't this the guy from the tea shop from earlier? You may have seen him over at Zarskip Haven. He does story... Yeah. He does storytelling in some tea house called Sleepless Earl or other, calling himself something like Mr. Kian. Yeah, I met him. He likes getting attention. I'd be truly surprised if you haven't seen him. How I wish he could pay a little more attention to his bookstore business. Ah well, have you got any books there that you'd like to buy? Let's see. Oh my. Wow. Wow, so many books. I shall buy them all. Nope, glued to books achievement. Nope, hold on, gotta slow down. I'm costing myself a little bit of epilepsy, I think. Too many flashing lights at once. I'm still like only halfway through. Oh wait, no, I'm a little more than halfway through. Oh, these are about butterfly emerges. There we go. I hope I made you very happy, little girl. I bought every book in your shop. Nothing. The Realm Keeping Commission. I think this is like the police force, maybe? Without a doubt, the Realm Keeping Commission is the one department that Outworlders get to interact with the most. Checking resident cards on the streets, that's the Realm Keeping Commission's job. Surveys for census records, maintaining order for major festivals and ceremonies, arresting thieves, inspecting the ecosystem. Which department is in charge of issuing the updated star time standard when the Xianzhou is passing through the strong direct gravitational pull of a celestial body? It's a highly unusual organization. Scope of their work is actually mind-boggling. Public security, firefighting, population statistics, calendar system. They're like the consultants of the governing world here. They're either really low or really high. Interesting. Even more interesting that you leave that sitting right on your little counter here, child.
If you want to read and pick out a book, just go in and browse around. Call me when you want to pay.
You pay, then pick out the bookmark you like, hold them close to your Jade Abacus, and download them to read later. Okay, so I think the Jade Abaci are like their cell phones here, almost. That's interesting. About supernatural tales aboard the Xianzhou. The boss here is obsessed with all the supernatural stories told on the ship, and even pays through the nose to make visits to other Xianzhou ships. He never really finds anything, but he has fun along the way. In fact, most of these stories are just due to otherworldly species, or mere coincidence. The Xianzhou people aren't really flustered by any of that, and barely raise an eyebrow. But the boss says that no matter how brilliant this world is, people always need to have dark and ghostly stories. Reality isn't interesting, and what's interesting isn't real. Adding flourish is normal, and vagueness adds flavor. He's got this phrase etched into his belt. About the recent bestsellers? There's a new suspense novel out that's very popular, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't go over the exact details. But if you're interested in such stories, just buy it, and you'll know for sure. On Xianzhou, we have immortal people, novel technology, and fantastical visitors from exoplanets. But somehow everyone wants to read about primitive crimes conducted in snowbound manor houses with no cloud knights, no technology, and no superpowers. I don't really get it. Perhaps that's the charm of mystery novels? That's an interesting thought in and of itself. The appearance of books on Xianzhou all seems kind of retro. Not really, everything's here kind of retro in a way. Yes, tourists often make this remark. In fact, if you want, you can take the corresponding bookmark you like from the books, hold them close to your Jade Abacus, and download them to read later. I personally like downloading and reading off my Jade Abacus, but there's always people who kind of like the feeling of holding paper books in their hands. The longer people live, the more they crave this kind of ceremony. These physical books are such a pain. They take up space and need daily cleaning. I'll be back. Away you go then. Take care. I just got a bunch of books. Let's see. Yep. I'll have to read these sometime. Kind of curious about the butterfly emerges since we just heard about them. Rope Brethren. Oh, this is the one that we picked up right near those people. Old Verdant Home. Ooh, the Foxian creation myth. Kaib Mongd Kib. Kaib Mong Kib. Kaib Mong Kib. When a cold draft of cold air swirls around your shoulder, do not turn around. Oh, meaning being physically taken over by evil entities. Oh, at the bottom, it's worth mentioning that Ji Chang used Xianzhou's people's fear of Heliobi to masterfully create an eerie atmosphere in this piece. However, Heliobi has now become a standard in horror butterfly immersions and gradually lost its original magic. Those were those, like, energy entities that were similar, that we were considering in the kind of the whodunit thing for the Crown of the Mundane and Divine. The little genius kid mentioned them as a possible option, but turned out to be a false lead. But interesting to see it come up here. So many interesting stories here. When did I get here? Collect 30 readable items from the Xianzhou Luofu. There we go. Very good, very good. Treasure chest. Little dead-end corner here. So cute. Owner of the Oldies Depot. Toys, doorbells, flexible displays, shelves, refrigerators, extractor fans, scar skiffs, jade apokai, massage chairs, secondhand or broken, I buy them all. Let's clap. Wait, don't just clap along. I'm hawking for business. If you clap like that, people will think it's a street show. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Lian Yan, manager at the Oldies Depot. When I say manager, I mean I'm the only person there. It's just me and my small business. The Oldies Depot mainly buys and sells secondhand appliances, fixes up old stuff, and buys antiques. But Xianzhou people live so long that they have no interest in anything old, let alone bothering to fix anything. Do the Xianzhou people only like new things? Not quite, but most of the regulars here are outworlders. Sometimes we'll get a Xianzhou shopper selling some junk to make a little pocket money, but never anyone buying secondhand goods or repairing things. You don't seem to have anything old there that needs fixing. Don't tell me you've come for a chat. Yeah, that's right. I just want to chat. Really? How curious. What do you want to chat about? Tell me more about the Oldies Depot. My teacher used to run it, but he handed everything over to me since it was almost time for him to undergo his hatching rebirth. Okay, so her teacher and her are Vidyadhara. I never cared for this place in the slightest to begin with. My master used to be so darn strict. A man of very few words, only smiling when he was handling antique items. If you ask him, renovating something old is the most amazing pursuit there could ever be. But these Xianzhou people live on and on, just like stagnant water. Yet all the stuff aboard Xianzhou metabolizes super fast, like bugs in that stagnant water, flailing about fleetingly. He always said, heaven makes no useless people, and the world makes no useless things, meaning that nothing and nobody is ever truly a waste. So this little oldies depot is a place for people's keepsakes and old things. There's always going to be something irreplaceable that needs fixing up. Why don't the Xianzhou people like to repair old things? There are hardly any heirlooms aboard Xianzhou. Or to put it another way, heirlooms aren't everyday items. Items used every day would never keep up with the long-lived Xianzhou people. Forget about the hot new tech that comes out every week. Even mundane stuff like pots and pans rarely lasts forever. Fixing things takes effort. And their state of disrepair often requires great skill and a high price to get it fixed. Simply put, repairs are not cheap, and buying something new works out cheaper and more convenient. If that isn't a reflection of our modern day world right now, I don't know what it is. We're buying a printer, and then having to buy more ink for it costs more than the printer itself. That is crazy. That's why it raises eyebrows whenever Outworlders see an antique from centuries ago get discarded without a thought, and being taken in by us as trash. What made you take up this line of business? I mean, she just said her teacher didn't pass away, but rebirthed, I guess. Do you like traveling? I do. I got through all the paperwork and went to this tourist resort off Xianzhou called Insumosa. The people of Insumosa are special indeed. From their birth until their teenage years, they live on land and breathe with their lungs, but once they reach adulthood, they start to live in water and breathe using gills. That's interesting. It's like the opposite of an amphibian. Back during the Iron Age, when civilization had barely begun, the people of Insumosa constructed magnificent buildings on the seafloor. Right in the middle of them is a huge statue, rising up out of the sea, stretching into the sky. Every Insumosa local I met lit up in excitement whenever they mentioned that great ruin. They tell me how it's a totem for their civilization, one that records the noble histories of their great people. I later found out that the ruins were actually just 400 years old. In other words, all the time spent by the great ancestors of Insumosa to build this totem of civilization was far shorter than my entire life. Well, that's because you people here are special. I don't mean to talk down on the Insumosa civilization. Their underwater ruins are exquisite and truly magnificent. It's something that is both younger than me and yet has far more gravity than my life. That's it? That's what made you take up this line of business? It's not exactly an answer. Okay, that's all. I can see you're busy. Alright, catch you next time then. If you ever need stuff fixed or you want to buy and sell secondhand stuff, come find me. They do such a great job of world building here. All these little random tidbits of like chatting with people, learning about the world. Of course, it makes the gameplay take a lot longer to get to the next place. But hey, that's just how I play. I like to immerse myself in world building. If that's not your cup of tea, sorry. Whoa. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Who is this cute little thing?
Give him his medicine! He can find
She must be protected at all costs. Oh my goodness, she's a little dragon. Oh, protect her. Save her. I must protect her. Yeah, here we go. Annihilate them because they attacked the little dragon child.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now?
Oh my goodness, I want her in my party. I want this character. Bye, Lou. Okay. You are now my new favorite. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Oh, she's got a little dragon tail.
Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective.
You mean knocking them out?
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up?
Yes.
However, these cloud knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
I'm sorry. Aren't you a little young? She's probably like 800 years old.
Where did you come from, little one? Is your
Oh, Marge,
dad
come on.
around?
Have you learned nothing being here?
I don't have a dad.
Oh, that's even
What
sadder.
about your mom?
I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xianzhou, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mama dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old show. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor.
Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
It says something.
It hasn't been very peaceful in the Luofu recently. Make sure you don't...
Go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to.
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount.
Well, she said that she'd treat us for free, not that if it cost anything else.
Do you have any idea how many people in the Luofu are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patients to see.
I love her eyes.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the dragon race. Not hard to see why.
Vidyadhara. Okay, that's how you say it. Vidyadhara. Oh, I can't interact with her anymore? Sad. What do you guys have to say?
Hurry. Find beds for the patients from the other delves and stabilize them. Remember to minimize contact. We don't want your people to succumb to the same evil.
Yeah. The Realm Keeping Commission is out in full strength. What about the Alchemy Commission? Why are there so few of you here?
Do you mean out in full force?
Hey, Missy, does this look like a classroom? To you? Concentrate on treating the patients.
Why are they, like, here in the middle of the plaza? Seems like a weird place to keep people.
That's the best I can do.
What's that supposed to mean? Doctors don't give up that easily.
What else am I supposed to do? The route back to the Alchemy Commission has disappeared, and we're in the field without the right medicine or supplies. Besides, we have no record of this disease at all. These symptoms are consistent with someone about to be stricken with Mara.
According to his medical record, this man is barely over 200 years old. He only just joined the Cloud Knights. How can he possibly be Mara-struck? Why don't you take another look? It goes on like this. The judges of the Ten Lords Commission will have to come out and clean up this mess.
Okay, so the green outfits are from the Alchemy Commission, and the red outfits are from the Realm Keeping Commission.
I heard the knights affected by the evil are going berserk.
Don't scare yourself. The Alchemy Commission's Dragon Lady can cure anything.
Interesting. Okay, so apparently we're looking for a messenger now. And we're just supposed to leave these poor people here in the middle of the plaza, I guess.
Everyone please remain calm. This is an announcement from the Realm Keeping Commission General Bureau. Exalting Sanctum is temporarily closing its borders and navigation routes. The details will be outlined in the official bulletin sent to your Jade Abacus soon. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm Keeping Commission as soon as possible. We have doctors from the Alchemy Commission here who will see you free of charge. We will be distributing a bag of protein rice and emergency medicine to each of you. You can collect the supplies from me in person, or the Commission can deliver them to your door.
Hi. Can I collect supplies?
Please register with your Jade Abacus bracelet. Oh, you must be an outsider. I see. Please, sign here.
Okay.
I heard there's a problem with the Meridian Pin. Some diviners and stargazers managed to escape the delve. Many of them were terrified. They were muttering about plants and roots. Something terrible must have happened there.
Sounds interesting.
Do you have friends trapped in the delve? If you're worried about them, find a diviner and see if they can tell you what happened. I want to say it's all in a day's work, but I've been here for 12 hours already. When will this end?
Oh, poor guy. I got my protein rice and songlotus cake? What was that?
When it rains, it pours.
Oh, it's Guangda.
The Ship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Go and inform the Cloud Knights. See if you can... Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. Judging by your dress, you must be visitors to the Luofu.
Your friend is looking for you. He misses you a lot.
Sorry, the Xianzhou is currently caught in unusual circumstances. But the Cloud Knights will resolve the issues as soon as possible. For safety reasons, please stay in your residence and refrain from going out for the time being. If the port is still open, I would suggest you take a boat to Starskiff Haven right away. Though, I heard the route may have been temporarily suspended. Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a Starskiff and a travel permit. He could help you and your friends get over quickly. The price is fair and negotiable. What do you think?
Nope, I have a vessel picking me up.
Well, now, you must be quite special. Hey, don't spread this around, but this isn't some small-scale maintenance drill. The General has sent the Cloud Knights to check for hidden dangers. You may not need it right now, but if there's any help I can give you, come to me anytime.
Excuse me, fella. Hold on a moment.
Yes?
It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exalting Sanctum residents got away unscathed.
Is that okay for you to call her the Dragon Lady?
The Dragon Lady of the Alchemy Commission, Lady Bailu.
Oh, I guess it's not a pejorative. Okay.
Child?
She's starting to sound like a big shot.
A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General Commission guests to deal with the troubles on the Luofu. You must be the guests. If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission. I'd like to talk to you about the issues Exalting Sanctum is currently facing.
Ave Astra et Viator. Hey Google, translate this for me. Ave Astra et Viator. Never mind, stop. Stop. Hey Google, stop. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hey Google, what does this mean? Ave Astra et Viator.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Yep, that's not gonna help. Never mind, I'll have to Google it later. Whoa, okay. Venom brews, immortality looms. Oh, Dan Heng. Yeah, we're fine. What about you? I'm very interested. Wait, exploratory excursion? Suddenly, your connection with Dan Heng is restored. After some simple pleasantries, you impatiently ask him about his adventure. Wait, are we going to suddenly become Dan Heng again? That's going to be a little annoying. Sure, I guess. Why not? Okay, ice, wind, and imaginary. Okay, then we'll swap you out for this Dan Heng.
Tread carefully.
And that should be good. Although, do we have enough to level him up now? Oh, wrong button. There we go. Details, level up. Not a ton. But enough to be up with everybody else at least. I actually haven't read these before. Wait, maybe I should actually read this. Part 1. A new dawn begins. It's just another extremely average day aboard this giant ship. The markets have just opened, and the morning dew is still fresh, but the young man crossing the street has never seen such a sight. Before he manages to notice all the differences between the actual city and its descriptions in books, he is immersed in savoring the warmth of the sun on the back of his neck. It is his first time seeing his own body clearly. This body belongs to him. It belongs to this current name. When he arrives at the port, the escorting soldier removes the last of his shackles. He walks forward without looking back. He can feel, ever so faintly, several pairs of eyes gazing at him from within the city, eyes filled with hatred. It isn't until the spaceship takes off that he turns his head and takes one final look back at this place. It really is a magnificent and grand spaceship, just like the books say. He only glances at it once, then turns his head away to where the stars shimmer dimly and an uncertain future lies. He looks out in silence. A new dawn begins. He steps off one IPC spaceship, then boards another. He'd never even heard of the ship's destination, but that doesn't matter. There was nowhere he particularly wanted to go. His only goal was to get as far away as possible from his past, from his home. On these spaceships, people come and go all the time. None of the IPC crews care who he is as long as he can work. He has changed his appearance and might no longer be recognized, but he knows that the same power still lurks within him, unable to be shaken off no matter where he goes. This power drags him down, slows him, tries to overwhelm him, and makes him unable to escape his past. He has to be careful. But he still can't shake off the man with the beastly eyes. Who's that? If others in his homeworld felt hatred toward him, then that man only has a killing intent towards him. Even the spaceships he had traveled on were all annihilated. That man had died before him, but would reappear soon after. Outside his homeworld, there's a larger world where anything is possible. Is that Blade he's referring to? But it says that man had died before him, but would reappear soon after. Oh, that's interesting. I should probably read these information bits more frequently. Okay, we leveled him up. Good. Okay. So, let's go.
If the shipping passages in Cloudford changed even a
like I
little,
thought.
the entire route would be drastically altered. Do you two know the way?
I do not.
I came this way. I know it like the back of my hand. Just follow me.
Why are you carrying a coffin, sir?
So, silent but deadly. Let me know when you're ready and we can set off.
I'm more interested in you. Lao Cha.
Do you hail from the Luofu, young Master Don Hung?
Remain silent.
Apologies. Forgive my curiosity. I do often struggle to judge the boundaries of small talk. I hope I haven't offended you.
Like this.
Please do.
How much do you know about the Luofu being sealed off?
Almost nothing. I was scheduled to leave the Luofu when I heard there was a disturbance. Miss Sushang here is a member of the Cloud Knights. You could try asking her. Her name is Sushang. She apparently just transferred here from the Yaoqing. Every Xianzhou ship operates individually, but the Cloud Knights are all commanded by the Marshal. Therefore, it's normal for Knights to transfer between ships.
Let's talk about you and your giant coffin behind you.
Me?
Thank you. I'm glad there's a question about the coffin. You don't seem like you're from the Xianzhou. Where do you come from?
Merchants don't belong anywhere. We wander and make the stars our home. But if you're curious, within the Alliance, I'm registered at the Xianzhou Utrecht. Within the IPC, I'm registered at the Star Unity Mall branch at the North Valley Star. Therefore, Luocha is just the name I use within the Xianzhou. Outside of the Xianzhou, I use something more difficult to pronounce. I'm guessing you want to know that name too?
Sure.
The universe is a dangerous place. The IPC and the Alliance only provide for our safety during interstellar travel. On-site security is dependent on our own capacities. As such, I had to improve my swordplay and healing skills. You are also a wanderer, young Master Don Hung. Surely you understand.
Does he know who I am? What's in the coffin? Yes, please.
A story of ill luck. I found myself embroiled in a conflict and ended up owing a favor. Now I must assist in delivering these remains back to the Xianzhou.
Curious.
It would seem I am a magnet for such misfortune. I thought I would be safe on the Luofu, but no.
Of course.
Silent but deadly. Are you sure that nickname isn't annoying you?
Silent.
I mean, you're kinda living up to the first bit right now. We can move out anytime. Let me know when you're ready.
Let's go. Actually, I guess we can talk. Might as well talk.
Go ahead. I'll tell you everything I know.
How much do you know about the Luofu being sealed off?
They found an antimatter Legion bomb. Out of safety, they locked down the entire ship. They'll only reopen it after they've removed the bomb. I don't know if all that's true, though.
I guess the Stellaron could be considered a bomb.
They just got me to evacuate the civilians at Cloudford. No, I met him when I met you. But now that you mention it, maybe I did see him somewhere. He seems a bit familiar. Where would that have been?
I don't know.
Me? There's not much to talk about. Not that long ago, but I've been receiving strict Cloud Knight military training since I was a child. My parents are both famous on the Yaoqing. I wouldn't be here otherwise. They've been training me ever since I was born. Don't look down on me just because I'm a new recruit.
You're from the Yaoqing?
Yep. Have you been there before?
Nope.
I feel the Yaoqing and the Luofu have different characteristics. I might be a Luofu Cloud Knight now, but I still think the Yaoqing is better. For example, when it comes to leadership, I don't think General Qing Yuan is as reliable as our Madam General back on the Yaoqing. Actually, forget about the last sentence. Just pretend I never said it.
Yeah, probably for the best. Okay, let's go. Oh. Aren't you guys good guys?
Huh? Su Shan, what are you doing here?
I have orders to evacuate civilians. See these two behind me? I need to get them out of here quickly. It's too dangerous.
You can say that again. Some comrades were injured by monsters in the vicinity. They only just made it out. I'm taking up the rear. I should be out of here soon. You guys should hurry.
Can I go this way? Oh, I can. No, I can't. Okay, fine. Let's see. Looks like I'll have to move this. Move it to the left. Leave.
Hey, silent but deadly. Shout if you see any danger, okay? Don't think just because you know a move or two, you can charge off by yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Too late to repair. The sanctuary is but a vision. Rules are made to be broken. Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Oh, right, we were here before. Oh, fine. What are you weak against? Ice it is. Wow, apparently Dan Heng is strong, or fast.
A will forged in ice never falters. Rise.
There we go.
We caught them unawares.
So what do you have to say about this?
March's six-faced ice. There was a fight here.
Mm-hmm.
A Cloud Knight stricken with Mara. How could the mutations get this bad? Is the Stellaron exerting an effect?
There's supposed to be a passage. Why can't I see it?
Somebody used the cloud forward control panel to block the road with containers.
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines and stuff. Hold on. How do you know?
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local topography.
I told you, I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I don't come here very often.
Did it save the way that I had it before? Apparently so. Okay, so...
Control panel? Where?
Is that the one?
Let me see. Whoa, Lucha, you've got sharp eyes!
A lot of sustenance anchors here. Okay, can't go this way. So I guess we gotta move something, right? That'll get this out of the way. Move to the left. There we go. I wonder if they expected me to come this way the second time through. Can I go here? Nothing. Wasn't there a guy up here? Yep. What are you weak against? Ice. Okay.
World cleansing dragon. Rules are made to be broken. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Here we go.
We caught them unawares.
This way. There's a guy there, and he looks like a biggin. Okay, what are you weak against?
Seize the initiative. I'm with you.
What a cloud song.
Rise. World cleansing dragon.
That Mara is so annoying.
A will forged in ice never falters. Rise. Rules are made to be broken. World-cleansing dragon. A will forged in ice never falters! The sanctuary is but a vision.
Okay, not too bad.
The consequences are mine to bear.
I fixed this one already. Okay, so spin, spin, spin. There we go.
Thank goodness. There's one star skip left.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Judging by where it's docked, it must be heading for Central Starskip Haven. Nice. I'll be safe there. Come on, let's climb aboard.
I don't think I've ever seen Don Hung stutter before. What's he so concerned about?
Let's hurry. Please.
Oh, new questions, okay. Are you familiar with the operational mechanisms?
Not really. I've just seen them before. That's all.
Okay. Do you not want to go to Starskip Haven?
What makes you ask that, young master? I'm happy as long as I get to leave this place.
I don't like how sarcastic you are.
I'm not a very interesting person.
I don't believe you in the slightest.
At this stage, I'm just taking it one step at a time. Thankfully, as a registered merchant on the Xianzhou, I get a discount on all my expenses. In that regard, it makes sense for me to stay a little longer. Miss Sushang said she could show me around if I find myself unable to leave. I had some more trading to do on the other Xianzhou ships, but my main appointment was with Miss Ting Yun of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild. We had a business deal to discuss, but I fear it will no longer go ahead.
Interesting.
Most of the deals won't be particularly profitable. The IPC takes the majority. There's only one that might be worth the journey. A direct trade with the Feng Hu.
Who's the Feng Hu?
Of course.
Okay. What do you have to say?
Hurry and get on the Starskip. Something else?
Is it okay to change our route?
I don't know. I think we should be okay. Let's get out of here first and talk about it when we're in the clear.
What happened at Starskip Haven?
There should be a dedicated evacuation team waiting for us. You can go with them.
What if I don't want to go with them?
Not the best time.
Thank you for guiding us all the way
No
here.
need to thank me. Just a cloud knight doing her job. That depends on the higher-ups. If there's still civilians to evacuate, then I'll need to come back.
Sorry, rehydrating?
Okay, but think fast.
Okay, off we go, I guess. Yep, leave. Okay, that wasn't too challenging.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, okay, that's it, I guess. Didn't I get a new mission? It was a blue one. Alright. Oh, here it is. Da Hao seems to have something to say to you. Maybe he wants you to help with some issues after he witnessed your abilities. if it will give me more chances to interact with the dragon lady. I'm curious, but I don't think that's what it's for. The rewards aren't too much. Maybe it'll be quick. Let's take a quick diversion from here. Oh, where's the other guy? Oh, he's gone. We lost him. I want to tell him his merchant buddy's looking for him. Darn it. Oh well. Oh, we can go. Oh, here you are. Your friend is looking for you. 2 centuries past, then 2 centuries more. If I don't get my promotion, I'll undergo my hatching rebirth soon. Oh, your friend would miss you then. In your next life, go all out. Haha, I'm afraid I'll be a lowly orderly in my next life. Oh, wait. Turn off automatic. My next life. I'm starting to wonder how exactly things ended up during my previous life. Hey, that's enough for now. Let's not linger on such a morose topic. I'm Guangda, a lowly orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have any issues to handle, I suggest you visit our Chancery offices. As long as we don't talk about work, I'll check about anything. Can we ask about your merchant friend? Is it that obvious? Actually, I'm one of the armed guards at the Realm Keeping Commission. There's usually nothing much to do, so I just stand by the door and keep watch. Didn't you just say you were an orderly, though? Yeah, I thought you'd already forgotten. Ha! So, the Realm Keeping Commission doesn't actually have any armed guards. I'm just a lowly orderly after all. What do they do, then? Huh, so you're really interested in that, huh? Alright, I'll tell you. It's really simple, actually. Diplomatically, we say we carry out executive orders, but really it's a bunch of menial tasks. We slog through chores, run errands, and get paid the lowest rank of wages. Do you know this old Xianzhou saying? Our skiffs need to fly high, but not burn energy? This saying sums up the life of us orderlies at the Realm Keeping Commission. Oh, I don't know that one, actually. What sort of place is the Realm Keeping Commission? Oh, that's a great question. Let me think. On the surface, we're the department that handles the general affairs aboard the Xianzhou. The census, resource allocation, environmental protections, time calibration. We get up to all those kinds of things. I know. More chores, right? Amazing. You've hit the nail on the head. Have you considered applying for the Divination Commission? They should get paid better than we do. Just kidding. Let me continue telling you what we get up to. After all, that's also part of our job. Take, for example, our Chancery. It deals with all kinds of difficult details that people run into in their everyday lives. It could be as small as the city's appearance, right up to a large civil lawsuit. If you can think of anything that the government should be doing, then come to us. But I should personally advise you to try solving things yourself first. After all, once all the tasks have been allocated, it's always a lowly orderly like me who has to suffer. Take care. I better get back to it. Oh, this is the second time when I want to bring two people together, but it's not letting me. Ah! Oh well. Guess I'll go inside. Ooh. Nice place. Old man awaiting deportation. This butterfly immersia is age restricted. We'll have to confiscate it because you're underage. But I'm an adult. Xianzhou law sure is strict. Okay, so when can I experience this fantasy then? I'll check. Oh, this one is restricted to 200-year-old and above. What? Then I'll never be able to watch it in my lifetime. Oh dear. Batuta, what's up with you? Oh, so there is someone still willing to chat with this old coffin dodger. When people get older, they can catch pneumonia just by having a sip of water. My aching, aging throat. Are you alright? They've already given me meds, so I'll just rest and recover. What are you doing here? Is it really strange for criminals waiting for repatriation by the Skyfaring Commission to be waiting here? I'm Batuta. I used to be a judge in the Klimt Republic. My side hustle was a travel writer. Okay. I thought people nowadays are just a bunch of heartless savages. Let's talk. Maybe you can learn something from my short life. What kind of country do you come from? My homeland, the Klimt Republic, is a great nation. We have a vast territory, an efficient government, honest officials, and upstanding people. The Klimt Republic was said to be made from nothing but Machiavelli the Trailblazer when they established the Star Rail, leading my ancestors on their path of exile to their ever-summer paradise. Huh. In gratitude for their kindness, my ancestors selected warriors and embarked on trailblazing expeditions to transform dead worlds into living ones. About a millennium has passed since its foundation. We've already seen 17 star systems with a vast territory and rich products. That's why our nation needs someone like me, a judge. Many planets exist in ecological environments different from this one, and so the Prime Minister and Council, that is, our government, needs judges like me to help ratify laws and regulations tailored to each of the differing locale conditions. When I was 20, I graduated from the Royal Academy of Laws, becoming a Doctor of Law at 24. A year later, I passed the qualification examination to become a judge. I can still remember the Prime Minister at the time, Madame Weisner, awarding me my medal and encouraging me to dedicate my life to the people of the motherland, just like her. Ah, how energized I was back then. The moment Madame Weisner placed that medal on me, I felt like a carefree kid again, never to be tired again. That fantasy of vitality was so strong that it was only 20 years ago, when attending the state funeral of Madame Weisner, that I realized for the first time that all of this would happen to me one day. Too old to handle official duties, too weak to handle continual interstellar travel, I ultimately lie here helpless on a hospital bed, desperately counting all the things I should have done but didn't, all those people I should have seen but hadn't. That has twisted me into the kind of person I hate most, the kind who's loyal to their desires and gives no second thoughts to breaking the law. That's quite a shift. Wow. You mentioned that you used to be a travel writer. I used to be a travelogue writer. Before coming to the Xianzhou, I travel all over the cosmos, experiencing all the customs and peoples of different star systems. I recorded these travel experiences in truth, put them into print, and immediately aroused enthusiastic responses. Actually, I have no misgivings. It's not due to any beautiful prose of mine, but rather because Klimt has always been like that. Any non-fiction writing is enough to arouse an impressed readership. The late Madame Weisner once said, "Whosoever has measured the soils of the motherland with their feet is willing to spill their blood there." What she said is true. I've seen new cities rise up on the richest planets. I've worked with nomadic herders on the poorest planets. I've seen the sun rise and set on every planet in my home system, and also the ebb and flow of every tide. In places where disasters rage rampant, I fought against the local beasts with the farmers. On frontier worlds, I've somehow survived combat against the Antimatter Legion. But all I've seen is still but a drop in the ocean. My journey is not yet complete, but I will die soon with regrets. Am I greedy for longevity? Yes, but I'm greedier for the calling of a traveler. It's over. All over. And so you came to the Luofu to experience longevity? You really are a quick one, aren't you? But please, let me start at the beginning. Didn't you do that already? When I was in my early 30s, I once went to see the late Madame Weisner. I told her I was going to run for Prime Ministry. I was still young back then and brimming with exuberance, but Madame Weisner shook her head and told me, "It's still early. Go to the human world first." Are you not human? You look human. And then I went to the human world, and I saw the field hospitals on the front lines lacking doctors and medicine. I saw farmers in the desert struggling to survive. I saw that not every young girl out there got to experience a fair life. I made a lot of promises back in those days, and I've been fighting to keep them to this day. But then I woke up from a long dream only to discover that I could no longer walk. Wait until you're old, and you'll find that your body is like an old grandfather clock that's gone wrong. At first you just think it needs some oil, then the gears wear out, the mainspring loosens, and the pendulum loses its accuracy. People are just like monkeys riding a unicycle while trying to juggle. While hurrying to catch those 3 balls up in the air, you have to keep on stepping on the pedals to spin the wheel and maintain balance. I'm old and somewhat confused, but I remember every promise well. I'm afraid I'll never have time to fulfill them. That's why I've come to Xianzhou, because I have to be here. This is the only place where I can fight the ravages of time. You go then, but don't waste your time here any longer with a criminal. What exactly did you do again? Okay, that was a very long story. Oh, excuse me. I'll take this for you. Publicity Department with the Realm Keeping Commission. Okay. Excuse me while I take this. Daoho's diary. Woke up in the morning but didn't budge. Nothing at all happened. Oh, the work we do at the Realm Keeping Commission is meaningless. In my 122 years there, they keep repeating things over and over again in different ways, and they'll keep on repeating until the end of time. I don't want to work, I just want to be like a dog. So the abominations of abundance are the insect ones. This guy is more intense than I thought. Foxians would never say something like this. Writing publicity video scripts is apparently difficult. If the Realm Keeping Commission could give me cash directly and let me stay at home all day without doing this troublesome job, that would be great. Wouldn't it? Anyway, it doesn't matter what I do or not do, the results are always going to be the same. Why not cut out this middle part? Eavesdropping is rude, sir, you know. What's up? If it's something official, please go to official.how. And for literally anything else, please approach Officer Jing Yang. So you don't want to deal with anything? I'm the Realm Keeping Commission's most intelligent, and I only show up when those two get stuck. In other words, I'm the ultimate trump card. Do you lead with your ace when you're playing tiles? There's only 3 officers here, huh? You're just spouting nonsense, are you? There's a saying, of 3 people, 1 will be a slacker. If I call dibs on slacking off, then the other 2 can't. My man, put aside your judgmental look. I've put in the hours working long and hard before, and I was, once upon a time, considered an elite officer of the General Affairs. Besides, why do I work at the Realm Keeping Commission? If it weren't for my failed investments, with all the curves on the chart going down and only the prices are going up, working has become a necessary option. I hustled, and I failed. Now this is the best effort I could put into work right now. I kind of feel that. Hey, don't leave just yet. As long as we're chatting, there won't be any new tasks assigned to me. Let's chat a little longer, sir. Fine, let's chat for a while. Thanks for doing that for me, man. Let's talk about literally anything. How have you not been fired yet? There's no need to be like that. I may not be diligent in my work, but I haven't committed any severe fireable offenses yet. Let me put it this way. Even almighty Officer Jing Yang has clashed with people who came for official business because she's not tactful enough, and that's when I come in, and things will go more smoothly. Everyone has their place in a place like this. Just let the gears turn as they do, and the chains pull as they do. I have heard some Outworlders talking about workplace culture back in their homeworld. Work attitudes like mine would have been long driven out of their version of the Realm Keeping Commissions. I do proclaim the Xianzhou Luofu to be a far superior place. That's enough chit-chat. Anything else to pick up? Here we go. Here's the first publicity video. Sounds like there's a lot of xenophobia here. Oh, another thing to pick up. Advocate legal and reasonable care for animals, strictly prohibit illegal wildlife trades for releases. Dear citizens, it's human nature to love animals. Hoping animals can be freed comes from a sense of compassion. Nobleman steers clear of the kitchen. Smuggled 20 nose walkers he purchased into the Everhunt plains with the intent of release into nature. Originally from the planet Yai, it had recently been introduced aboard the Xianzhou as a popular alien pet, but the seemingly cute, docile, and harmless pet actually has a dark side. Its size expands with that of its surrounding living space. When the Cloud Knight's hunting squad located the first of the nose walkers, it had already grown to the size of 2 star skiffs. Whoa, the largest nose walker ever recorded is half the size of the Luofu. That's interesting. Release some fish into the seas of the Scale Gorge waterscape. Ooh, large volumes of carnivorous fish. Interesting. Please care for animals rationally and scientifically because ignorant kindness is often more dangerous than rational malice. That's a good saying there. Oh, what's up here? Nothing. Safe, it looks like. Did that just move? It did. Do they just keep going up? That's interesting. What's in them and where do they go? Okay, what do you got for me? I always feel like we're missing something here at the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery, but I can never remember what. You've come at just the right time. Help me rule out some possibilities. Say, tell me, what do you think our office is missing? Somebody's actually productive at work? That sounds a little harsh. Let's say small ornaments that make this place feel alive. Make the place feel alive. Actually, I've thought about that. I'm a big fan of alcoholic nectar, and once stashed 2 bottles of nectar of Willow Woods at the Chancery, but Officer Jingyang threw them out. She said this is the workplace and that would be undignified if anyone found out. I also like pretty Foxian actresses, so I put up a couple of their pictures on my desk to perk up my spirits, but Officer Jingyang confiscated those too. She said that this is the workplace and those images are indecent. That kind of stuff isn't exactly what I was suggesting. The only way the Realm Keeping Commission feels alive is through all the courier parcels on the ground. Well, we've seen how promo materials go. Not that. I've raised this with Jingyang before, whether we should be better at promoting how good the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is at what it does, but she gave me a list of all the things we've done recently, and there really isn't anything to be proud of. Once we crack a major case that even the Ten Lords Commission can't solve, then I'll let the whole Exalting Sanctum know about how great the Realm Keeping Commission is. Until then, we'll keep things on the down low. How about a Realm Keeping Commission officer who's actually productive at work? Young man, that remark is uncalled for. At least Officer Jinyan is doing her work. As long as Officer Jinyan is here, then the Realm Keeping Commission lives up to its name. What about you and Songyan? That Songyan kid may be lazy, but he's smart. I have high hopes for his future. Naturally, if anything actually happens to Exalting Sanctum, you'll find me to be an extremely reliable officer. Okay. Yeah, I can't figure it out even if I rack my brain. I think I'll play a few rounds of Celestial Jade after work and think through it then. Alright, let's get down to business. Young man, what do you want? You called me here.
Oh, that's right. Forgive my forgetfulness.
Oh, you can talk now.
Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out. My Realm-Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords' Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase. More and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara struck have taken on a horrifying appearance. As if they're turning into some sort of monster. This certainly differs from what I thought I knew about the illness.
You think there might be a hidden agenda at play?
That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm-Keeping Commission, spending a considerable amount of time on the front lines has sharpened my senses to potential dangers. You're a capable person, and since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Marastruck. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm-Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you made any discoveries so far?
Oh, so some of these things are actually important. This was a letter of somebody, like, undergoing some special treatment. Huh?
I read the letter. I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm-Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the Seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
Okay.
I read the letter you obtained from the Marastruck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Marastruck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy. That's right. Since the Alliance was first established, all medical practices aboard the Xianzhou adhere to strict standards that prohibit long life or mutant modifications under the guise of curing. I went through all our files to find information on the experiment in question, and found nothing. I started thinking about how the Alchemy Commission's delve was sealed off. There must be an unspeakable secret locked away there. The author of this letter was likely the Marastruck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how he ended up. Such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The seat of divine foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation reaches a point of no return. If you come across any similar clues about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the seat of divine foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Your work will not be in vain. The seat of divine foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts. I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in outworlders around Exalting Sanctum. Maybe you could start there? We sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost contact with the agent. I suspect he was discovered. You are a fresh face in the Luofu, and an outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you. Danger is practically an inevitability.
Such a serious matter.
Okay, because that's what the item that he was looking for there. Look for suspicious people at Exalting Sanctum. The guy in the back that was selling that amnesic meditation thing, it sounded sketchy. And it looks like that might be where we're heading right to.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Yep, Mr. Super Sketchy over here.
Nutri-Treasure's longevity supplements are highly rated.
Yes. Oh, maybe it's not you. Oh, sold out. Okay, somebody else. I found your friend. He's alive.
I'm at my wit's end here.
And okay. I want to bring them together. Anybody suspicious? There's a table of people meeting.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile in a pool.
The truth about... Oh. You sound suspicious.
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me a moment of your time. Do you yearn for immortality?
I yearn for power.
I understand. Eternal life is indeed a kind of power, wouldn't you say?
No, I just want power, pure and simple.
Well, not much can be done for you then, brother. What a peculiar person you are. I'll tell it to you straight. To Outworlders, I offer the chance of immortality. But perhaps someone like you would be better off joining the Antimatter Legion. Regardless of what you choose, let's keep our voices down, eh? This isn't the kind of conversation you can have out in the open. Before you can grasp absolute power, you must yearn for immortality, don't you think? The problem is that the Xianzhou Alliance doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality. My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this?
You're suspicious as heck. Let's do it.
Let's make haste. There are too many people here to linger. Here we are. This is the place.
I feel a little cornered. Who are you people?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and there'd be no need for secrecy. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples, dedicated to our cause. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials. Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable.
What is this Cloud Knight doing here?
No need to be concerned about him. Much like yourself, he is here to undergo the trials.
The people of Xianzhou abhor abundance?
Only those led astray by followers of the devilish archer could despise Merciful Medicus.
Oh,
Sadly,
okay.
there are many such people. Too many.
So when he says the devilish archer, he's referring to Lan, the rainbow arbiter. That's what the people that worship that Aeon, or that Eon, call him. What can I get from Sanctus Medicus?
Every species yearns for the favor and curing of Merciful Medicus, regardless of whether they have heard of the abundance or not. Foxians yearn to cure themselves of their 300-year lifespan. The Videodara yearn to cure themselves of the pain of reincarnation and lack of progeny. As for Xianzhou natives, they long to cure themselves of the torture of becoming Mara-struck. Of course, we know that this torture is rather a kind of blessed evolution. To return to your question, Sanctus Medicus can cure the aging that short-lived species face, along with disease and death. Sanctus Medicus can do for you what they did for the Xianzhou natives. What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus are nothing arduous. All you must do is transcribe this copy of Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation 500 times by hand.
Oh my goodness.
This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple.
Do they have copy machines here?
Central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during the transcription. It would be best if you could memorize the text.
I'd rather fight a bunch of monsters.
This is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others.
Can I get a pen? I guess we won't complain to them.
Don't worry. A traditional Xianzhou brush and inkstone has been prepared for you.
Oh my goodness.
Smooth action and an ergonomic design. I myself transcribed 50,000 copies with such instruments.
Oh. Thousand-handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation. Living things are confined to their bodies like imprisoned convicts and suffer from those aforementioned 3 sufferings. I hereby plant the sacred tree to liberate those living beings, so that life is boundless and old age never coming. Death revitalizes, all troubles are dispelled. The mercy of Sanctus Medicus, the ambrosial ardor's new growth. Disciples shall attain enlightenment together. Interesting. Wait, seriously? I have to copy it 500 times? Oh my goodness, are you kidding? Hold on. There's an item that I got that I thought references... yeah, here we go. Immortal Signet. The source of the Xianzhou... I feel like the more I say it, the less I can say it. Xianzhou, long life species, endless lifespan. The remnants of the Aeon of Abundance's influence. Countless years ago, a sovereign's hubris for immortality caused the Xianzhou fleet to sail into the sea of outer space to seek divine recipes. We desire to live for endless ages and maintain the empire for all eternity. Unfortunately, human lives have limits and human capacity has its ends. Thus we send the 9 Navium Astranger to sail beyond the sea. Thus we send 9 Navium Astrager to sail beyond the sea, seeking divine recipes for immortality. Or beyond the sky. And then when you combine those together, then you get this Immortal Arrow Blossom. The source of the Xianzhou long life species endless lifespan. The remnants of the Aeon of Abundance's influence. After endless trials, the fleet seeking medicine of immortality was able to behold the visage of the celestial being. Excuse me. The Divine One cast down its blessings in material form, and the ambrosial ardor sprouted leaves. New buds descend into the moon, divine flowers bloom by the clouds, and the blink of a blossom's life, old wood returns to youthful grove. Well, might as well get to it, I guess. Your index finger has a slight cramp and your shoulders feel a bit sore, but you've only made the first copy. There's still 499 waiting to be written. After making the final stroke, you catch the Cloud Knight in your peripheral vision as he gestures at you.
Hey, stop writing! Get over here!
Okay. What are you doing down there?
Took you long enough. I know you. You're General Genuine's honored guest.
Looks like I'll have to make sure no one finds out.
Wait a second. You're here undercover, right? So am I.
No.
I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum garrison. That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him.
They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple.
Of course, they're bound to have doubts when you're dressed like that. So why'd you come here in your uniform?
I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight. Always know your enemy.
No, that's fair. You really are a genius.
Shh, keep your voice down. These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here.
Well, you might not.
You can trust me with the transcription. I spent over 150 years pen pushing in the seat of divine foresight before I became a Cloud Knight. I could do this in my sleep. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the seat of divine foresight.
Okay. Closer inspection reveals that the last few hundred handwritings to be different from the first few hundred ones. Let's hope this doesn't get discovered. Oh, yes, I definitely copied this in the 30 seconds that you were gone.
Take your time, still your mind, and transcribe the text. Allow the beautiful enlightenment of thousand-handed, merciful Medicus's salvation to permeate your being.
I finished it.
You're finished? So soon? Let me see. Yes, it would appear you are finished. A fast and accurate transcription. It seems you are destined for immortality.
So, can I join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus now?
Calm yourself. The initiation is divided into 2 steps.
Drat.
You and the Cloud Knight have completed the first. Now, only the second remains.
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back soon.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple. It'll all be over soon enough. The disciples' initiation is governed by the following principle. Never accept who you suspect, and never suspect who you accept. So, it's time for you two to battle it out. Whoever survives will officially become a disciple.
Why? That's dumb.
Transcribing scripture allows us to ascertain your devotion, but determining whether or not you'll be loyal to the organization requires a stronger guarantee. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't write the rules.
Whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not shorten them. You can't just make us fight like this.
We aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse if you wish. But we won't possibly be able to let either of you leave.
Fine. But at least let me prepare. I've never done anything like this before.
Very well. But you'll need to ask your opponent, too.
I don't mind.
Good. Then prepare yourselves. Time is precious. Make it quick.
Not if you're immortal. Then time is no longer precious. Well, that was unexpected, right, dude?
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let me get the heck out of here in one piece. You and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finished me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here. That way, we both accomplish our objectives. I've seen your skills. Please don't mess up and actually kill me.
I know what I'm doing.
Good. I knew I could trust you. My life is in your hands.
I like this guy.
Have you prepared yourselves? Are you ready to fight?
Let's do it.
You, Cloud Knight?
I'm ready.
Then, let's begin.
Should we be doing this right outside of a tea shop?
Take this!
I've no interest in conflict.
No, this should be sad.
The times have changed.
Watch out for this.
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you. I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him. Purple chrysanthemum, blue peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body.
Let me handle it. I've done stuff like this before.
Oh, you've dealt with this kind of thing before?
Like I just said, I've done this kind of thing before. I have a long-term associate that handles problems like this.
A long-time associate, eh? You're well connected, I see. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing in Exalting Sanctum over the last few days. We may have attracted the attention of the devils. Having you dispose of the Cloud Knight will be safer. As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things done. I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. From now on, you will be known by the code name, Grey Peony.
Oh,
Well,
the Grey Peony.
Let's depart separately to avoid attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at a different location later. Until then.
Okay. Meanwhile, I drag a body through the streets, apparently.
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I?
Yes, you did, except I saw you moving.
They're out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them.
How are you still alive?
Wait, you weren't holding back? Enough with the jokes already. It's a miracle either of us is alive. I should report back to the seat of divine foresight. Stay safe, friends.
I hope he gets back safe. He's been through a lot. Where to next? Here. Okay. It's down here. That is water, and this is a flower. Wait, it's quite literally a flower? That's unexpected. That's awesome, actually. That's really cool. Okay. After some time... Oh. Maverick, is everything going well? I've successfully infiltrated. That's good. I've always believed in your abilities. Someone just reported in. Did you save a Cloud Knight? It was nothing. I wouldn't call it saving. We had a successful collaboration. Thank you very much for your help. That Cloud Knight had handed over all his intel to the seat of divine foresight. If it weren't for your help, he'd have had a hard time getting away. As you've already infiltrated the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, please keep monitoring their activities. Anything I should focus on? I mentioned before that a Cloud Knight named Jixing went missing a few months ago. I can't read that fast. Slow down. I want to know what happened to him, dead or alive, so I can give an answer to his family. Let's avoid contacting each other from here on. If you're seen going in and out of the seat of divine foresight, those disciples are sure to become suspicious of you. Please come back in one piece, otherwise the general will be quite upset with me. Well, can't we contact each other on the phone? Whatever. Meet up with Green Hibiscus again. Okay. Could I have just taken the shortcut the whole time? That's annoying. Let's see.
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gift?
Well, I guess we'll wait.
There's a letter here. What's this in the envelope? Gray peony? Ugh, this must be from Green Hibiscus.
Gray Peony, you fully demonstrated your bravery and devotion to us. Now I'll give you a chance to prove how loyal and reliable you are to the organization. This mission is of utmost importance, and I don't feel comfortable entrusting it to others. Only a fighter like you can handle such an important task. Yesterday, a disciple absconded in disgrace. She posted a letter as she defected. Based on our investigation, it's an urgent missive to the seat of divine foresight. It shouldn't have arrived yet. Intercept it and help us mitigate our losses. Once you finish this arduous yet glorious task, I will introduce you to the Exalting Sanctum's leader of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. So long as he assents, you can begin your journey on the way of immortality. Green Hibiscus.
The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Cycrane stand.
I haven't noticed a Cycrane stand. Maybe I just haven't been looking hard enough. Oh, yep, just wasn't paying attention. Excuse me, bird. Do you have a letter for me to steal?
Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
We will take it and then deliver it ourselves. What's the fastest way up there? Is there a teleporty thing up there? There is. That looks much faster. There we go. So this way, is it? There it is.
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight Urgent? This is it. The mail the disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code.
Why? Ooh. Oh, this looks fun. Abacus circuitry. The Jade Abacus substrate system, developed by the Artisanship Commission, moved the computing modules with subroutines stored in them to bases with corresponding patterns so that the substrate can function normally. Okay. This is a computing module that can be moved. Select the axis base to move the computing modules around it. Okay. Move all the computing modules to the corresponding bases to make the substrate function normally. Okay, that made no sense whatsoever. Select base. What? Yep, no clue what I'm doing here. Oh, rotate. Thank you. Yes? No. Oh, I see. Okay. Rotate. There we go. Okay, I got it.
Code cracked.
and an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are aware of a seat of divine foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept us. I'll use my phone to make a copy, and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
There we go. Bloop. Hey, Gray Peony, did you get the stuff? Got it. Shh, there might be surveillance. Why are we shushing on the phone? On texting. The place where we copy scripture. The person in charge wants to see you ASAP. Do not reply. Why are you shushing me? Okay, whatever. Oh, treasure chest. I missed that. Who's playing the recorder? Strange. Okay. Let's see, where am I going? Oh, all the way down here? No, I'm going to teleport.
Ring around on the streets. It's not safe.
Nope, here we go. How many chests do I have here? Nope, I got them all. Cool. Okay, Green Hibiscus, where are you?
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Gray Peony. Gray Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal.
How much can you bench? Why would we say that? I kind of want to now. I'll go with the flow. I kind of... You know, I'm sure all directions lead, so this is like the normal answer. Let's go with how much can you bench?
I like this kid.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
Like I said, I want to become even stronger.
Good. So do I. I used to think determination and hard work were enough to achieve that. But I've come to realize it's not that simple. During my many years as a Cloud Knight, I realized something. An individual's strength is limited. So I abandoned my mortal body and became a faithful servant of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish Archer Author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions?
Yes, how many people are in our organization?
I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands.
How do you don't know?
The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas.
I don't think that's a flat organizational structure. Who prepares the prescriptions?
That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security.
Can I meet the boss?
The boss? You mean the master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the master in no time.
Why did you join the organization?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of Merciful Medicus.
Wait. That was the guy we were looking for, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a dumb thing to say. Jishane?
Wait. You recognize me?
No.
From? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mav Moons, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors.
I'm done. Let's do this. You can all come at me together. You've gotten a really active imagination?
Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your demise.
Didn't you hear about how strong I am? I guess you think you're stronger. Wait, did Green Hibiscus turn into a bat? Oh, poor guy. Okay. That's kind of funny. Okay, let's take care of this.
This sanctuary is but a vision. Rise! World-cleansing dragon.
Oh, Battle 2.
Mercy of Sanctus Medicus. Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devils? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick. Never falter. Rise.
Is that all? Is that all?
A will forged in ice never falters!
Hold on, we're gonna stop auto-attacking. Clearly need to get rid of these guys first.
The strength. The truth of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Heaven search.
1, 2, 3.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
One down.
Hope you're prepared.
Here we go.
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Xianzhou lost contact with. He joined the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go...
This prescription is for those of the Foundation in Martial Arts or those better physical condition than average. Long scions should not use this prescription. Wonder what that means. Taking this medicine normally may include severe pain all over the body, abnormal bone noises, plus partial loss of sight and hearing. Those who manage to survive will attain the way of immortality. Well, that's awesome. Now hold on, take out 1 gram of Vidyadhara, bone marrow, live sample. So you have to, like, kidnap a Vidyadhara? That's awful. And then take out their bones while they're still alive. That's, ugh. This place is terrible.
The seat of divine foresight until Xianzhou. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
Well, clearly, despite my lack of emotion in most cutscenes, I seem to not be a very good secret agent. Wait, where am I going? Oh, here. Well, that's not closer. Oh, I just noticed that. That's cool. Nice architecture. So I need to go... Wait. Can't I just go... The symbols are confusing me. Yeah, here we go. I guess she left? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're all heading in the same direction. Unless... Wait. Where does this go?
Would you like me to relay your message?
I want to enter the seat of design foresight. Oh. Ooh. Cool statues. Anything for me to grab here? Sigh. What a quiet day at the seat of divine foresight today. Isn't it good to be quiet at work? Sure, it's great, but it's starting to get a little boring at work when nothing ever happens. Well, if it isn't Mr. Averick, back from hunting criminals with the Cloud Knights. I've been humbly appointed as Chief Guard of the Seat of Divine Foresight and General Jing Yuan, and have heard much about your pursuits. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. What affairs bring you to the Seat of Divine Foresight today? Please excuse us for inadequate hosting formalities. We are currently busy with official matters. Can we chat? Despite the fact that I'm still on duty, a little chat should be alright. What would you like to chat about? Are you allowed to chat while on duty? I knew you'd ask that. I may be with the chief... Oops, let's turn that off. I may be the chief guard around these parts, but it's actually quite a leisurely role. After all, the general himself is also based in this office, so nobody dares bother us. Also, you may not know this, but General Jing Yuan, he can be very lenient with the guards. As long as we keep operations running smoothly, then that's proof enough for him that we're fulfilling our duties. So chattering on the job is fine, and the general will generally turn a blind eye to it. But of course this is all just an unfounded guess from me. Why does the general let us get away with all of this? I still haven't figured that part out. Nobody in the entire Luofu, nobody in the entire Xianzhou Alliance can really read the general's mind. What do you get up to as a chief guard? I'm mainly responsible for General Jing Yuan's personal security, while my Cloud Knights are in charge of public security for the Seat of Divine Foresight and all of Exalting Sanctum. Does Jing Yuan really need somebody to protect him? You're not the only one to say so. I'm always thinking the same. He's not exactly famous for his martial prowess, but he was still one of the legendary High Cloud Quintet. So he's a singer? I'm just a lowly, unskilled servant with less power than the general's little toe. How could I ever hope to protect him? I may as well be a flower pot in the Seat of Divine Foresight. This used to fester inside of me for quite some time. I meant to ask the general himself about it, but I was scared I'd offend him. Until one day, the general himself asked me why I always seemed so down at work. I voiced my doubts, but he simply laughed as he asked me whether or not I remembered the oath of the Cloud Knights. How could I ever forget? As clouds that cover the heavens, we will protect the Xianzhou and soar eternal. Every soldier in the army recites these lines daily. After I recited the oath, Jing Yuan said, just as one tree does not make a forest... Let's try that again. Just as one tree does not a forest make, one sword does not an army form. I'm only one of many in the Cloud Knights. How can one piece of cloud shield the entire Xianzhou? We all have our own role to play. Don't underestimate yourself, Yudi. Hearing these words gave me both great shame and also great inspiration. No wonder the general is a legendary figure of Luofu. How come you're on duty again? We're an important military department, and our security work is of the utmost important priority. As the chief guard, it's only fair that I put in a little more effort than the rest. Once Yangqing grows a little taller and fits his armor properly, we'll rotate and take turns guarding. I'm looking forward to that day. This kid surpassed me already, and I should probably be yielding to him my role as chief guard. Oh, the little kid that was with, or seemed like a little kid that was with the general. Okay, we'll end the talk here for now. I'll continue my guard duty. Please take care. Can I walk on these? I can walk through these. Okay. Young Hai. Sis, biotech didn't pass. And as for the pension, the general agreed and I'm fine with it too. Hit pause on the trading for now. You guys haven't negotiated with the trade delegations yet, have you? Gosh, let's give them a break then. It's nothing really. You go and talk things through with the general and I'll take care of things from here. Sis, you're always telling me to give people a break. I can barely show my face to the general anymore. It's like the Seat of Divine Foresight is just a subordinate office. It's just a subordinate office working for the benefit of the Skyfaring Commission. Come on, don't be like that. This is the Seat of Divine Foresight. Please watch what you say. Huh? We're siblings. What's wrong with siblings talking more intimately than other people? Sis, they're right. We're talking business here in the seat of divine foresight. Let's not bring our family connection into this. Isn't this one of General Jing Yuan's esteemed guests? Apologize for the... Who's talking? I forgot already. Apologies for the ruckus. This is my sister, Yang Nian, over at the Skyfaring Commission, and I'm Yang Hai from the seat of divine foresight. To what do we owe the pleasure? I'd like to have a chat with you both. Great, let's chat. You can also help me persuade this guy. My little brother never listens to his older sister's needs. What do you want that he rejected? Don't listen to her. Besides, this is official business, and we shouldn't be talking about it in front of Averick. So what? It's a new technological breakthrough. Some foreign business interests want to invest as a joint venture, and all we need is for the seat of divine foresight to greenlight things. Sis, we shouldn't be telling strangers these details. Got it. Asking about Xianzhou secrets is inappropriate. Thanks for understanding. Wonder if I said the other thing. You two have a great sibling bond between you. We do, but it does impact how I do my job, that's all. What do you mean, that's all? This punk used to be so cute when we were little. I'd say how I dreamed of being a pilot one day, and he'd say the same. I want to travel the universe with you, sis. Please shut up. You're embarrassing me. But this kid tricked me. He said that he'd become a pilot with me and then abandoned me, joined the army, and revel in contributing to my headaches daily. Come on, sis, you never became a pilot either. You're a civil servant. Well, when you put it like that, I guess we are pretty similar after all. I guess apples don't fall from the tree after all. These are two separate issues, though. When it comes to proper processes, I'll never give anyone a break. Maybe so, but it's always easier for family to come together and do business, right? Whatever you say, sis. Alright, you guys go on then. I'll get out of your hair. So long and safe travels. Safe travels. This is a cool game board. Okay, anyway. Do you have this big old table to yourself? Ooh, lots of documents. Let me yoink these before I go talk to you. Surveillance report. For Chief Counselor Qingzhu's eye only. Well, not anymore. Oh, capture signals from Rainbow's Luke's arrow traversing to 3 of its coordinates. The Vorison, huh. The Brood Lord Engqin leads his hunting pack into the Echidna Skywall. 16 beast ships and 325 battleships. What is a beast ship exactly? Oh, there's an internal war. Interesting. Threat to the Luofu, very low. The Wingweavers. Peacock Angel Legion has arrived at the Consternation Star Zone to locate a Stellaron and revive their homeworld of Moldrasil. That's interesting. Antimatter Legion. The Bronze Forge has been completely neutralized by the Lord Ravager's Iron Tomb's assault. Probability of victory is infinitesimally close to 0. Threat to the Luofu, medium low. Order the Divination Commission to monitor electrical signals from Iron Tomb's vehicle and remain vigilant about its movement. Okay. What else do we got here? General's Diary. Whoops, probably shouldn't be reading this, but finders keepers. Oh, interesting. After the ambrosial ardor took root, most of the Xianzhou people preferred large and strong pets. called a Grimalkin. They are bred on many other planets. Oh, the general likes his little kitties. Named it Mimi and took it home. And so you're taking care of his pet cat now. I'm sorry, Xianzhou. Where did the tree go? Wasn't there a big tree in the middle there? Oh, are we in the big tree? That's a good question. Okay. Let me collect this. Digital rubbing. Save future generations from war and bloody dispute, to rid the world of suffering and safeguard equally the dignity and sacred rights of all people, to reaffirm and appeal to justice and magnanimity, to magnanimity, to forsake plunder, suppression, exploitation, and torture, to revert to mortality, eradicate the ambition of a deathless doom, we shall not rest. That sounds good, as long as everybody holds that. Alright, Xianzhou, I have info.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned?
Not so much.
Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates. Using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures. Down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seed of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about?
Tell me about the current state.
The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards.
I wonder if this is related to the Stellaron or not. Did you send a lot of undercover people?
Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information.
Tell me about their beliefs.
Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus' Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope.
About that prescription.
The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Okay. Okay, this way. This way. Oh no, we gotta talk to this fortune teller lady again. Oh no, just the alchemist here. Okay.
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with?
Xianzhou asked me to find you.
So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned. If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. But the Seed of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription. And I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly gifted alchemist. All the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run
It's
into her.
her! Oh, good, we get to talk to her again. Can we describe the view, the sight to you now? Hello, Lady Dan Shu.
I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Well, we have sort of met before, but how do you know it's me?
You have a very distinct scent. Losing
Oh.
one sense forces the other senses to become sharper.
So the good scent or a bad
I
scent?
heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me?
I think it's silly to ask her, will you be able to remember it all? Of course we'll read it to you.
Thank you.
A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
And that's it. Okay, that was an interesting side quest. But I think it's time to continue on. Oh shoot, I should be wrapping up. Well, in that case, this isn't a bad place to stop then. Darn, I'd really like to keep going though. These side quests take so long sometimes, but like it's great because there's so much information in them. And like I don't think I'd enjoy the rest of the story as much if I didn't know what else was going around in the world around me, or like knowing the people, the lore, things like that. I would like to know more about this giant tree that's smoking in the middle of the Exalting Sanctum. Maybe I'll find out about that later. But I guess that's enough for tonight. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. And I plan on streaming more tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, maybe the evening too. And I actually have Monday off as well, so I'll be able to do more streaming then. So I'm hoping to make a lot of good progress at the rate that I'm going. Not sure that I'll get through this main chunk of the story, but we'll see how far I can get. So thanks for watching, and hope you guys tune in next time. Bye-bye.